let's have us a 1911, 2011, 2025 gun collection video. Now, I am not a huge 1911er, nor am I a huge 2011er, but I have found and appreciated the 1911 as well as the 2011. Now, I have managed to acquire quite a bit of 1911s and 2011s, and I thought I should share that with you. Now I have some very, very cheap ones, and I have some pretty high-end ones as well. Now, what you are going to see, they are it's not an array. It's, I think, 2 calibers. It's the 9 and the 45. I did get some 45s because y'all was telling me it ain't no 1911 if it ain't chambered in 45. So we do have a few of those, and yes, so. It's not going to be, because I did not get, well, I'm getting there, I should say. I'm getting there as far as getting the liking of them. I can say I have very much so been appreciating what the 1911 stand for, what the 2011s are capable of, and I have been liking them. So with that being said, I must inform you that these firearms have been cleared and checked. Some of them do have magazines, some of them do not have magazines. I will go ahead and clear them for you on film, camera, video, whichever one you want to choose. I will do that, and also inform you that this video is for educational purposes only, and we are in a safe and controlled environment. So with that being said, we know where we are, we know what we're doing, so let's get right into it. So the very first one, now this is not in no particular order, but I think you're going to kind of understand the order that I'm going in. All right, so the very first one is this pistol right here. We're going to call this one the biter, because this 1911 right here was the one that I experienced my very first hammer bite with. And this is the Tisas 1911 model A1 service chambered in 9mm. That is how she looks. Very classic, clean 1911, nothing too fancy. And the shoot was good, but the experience was not, the comfortability behind it was not. That hammer definitely was taking a toll on me, and it just didn't make it as pleasurable as I would have wanted it to be. And that is the Tisas 1911 A1 service chambered in 9mm for number 1. Number 2. Now this one does not have a magazine. This is our Taurus 1911 9mm. Now the exact model on here, there's just so many for me to. The Taurus 1911 chambered in 9mm. Very nice firearm. Now this shoot was one that I didn't know what to expect, but after taking the shot, the expectations were definitely higher than what I expected. Nice budget 1911. The performance on here was great. The grips on here are good. I did not experience any hammer bite because this does have a reverse beaver tail, and she performs good. This is chambered in 9mm, and this is the Taurus 1911. Number 3. Let's do a quick clear check. This is the Rock Island M1911 A1FS chambered in 45. Now this also gives you that very classic 1911. This one here does have the wood panels. It does not have a reverse beaver tail. I did experience just mild hammer bite on here, but I think that's more because I probably have just a thicker web between my thumb and my trigger finger. So it was really not snapping too hard, but it was doing it enough to the point to where I was like, I don't know if I wanted to keep shooting. This one here is chambered in 45, although I was experiencing uncomfortabilities when I was actually shooting. The actual shoot on here was not bad at all. So this is the Rock Island 1911 A1FS chambered in 45. All right, so number 4, we have another Rock Island No, this one is a Tisas. I'm sorry. This one is a Tisas. Pistol is clear. This is the Zig PC 1911 Duty, chambered in 45. Now this 1911 is clear. I did enjoy this shoot. We do have a reverse beaver tail. We have serrations in the front and the rear of the slide. Standard white sights. The panels on here gives you a combinations of stipples when you're actually gripping it. It has like these little craters where your fingers actually line up right here like so. And at the back of it where the actual palm of your hand meets, it's like just shaved out crater. No, those would be craters. Those would be like ditches. Those on the actual panels. The panels feel good. You do have some pick space underneath if you want to ride a light of your choice, but there is no, this is not optic ready, so you can't run a red dot. But other than that, the reverse beaver tail does make a huge difference when you're shooting. Chambered in 45, and this also performed very well. This is the Tisas Zig PC 1911, chambered in 45. Let's push this down just a little bit. All right, up next, we have us a Rock Island. This one here also, oh, this one doesn't have a magazine, good. Tight. Pistol is clear with no magazine. Now this Rock Island is the M1911 A1 FS Tac. So I have one that's the FS, that's not the Tac, but this one is the Tac. Very nice as well. Real pick space underneath. We have fluorescent front sights. This does look like it's an adjustable rear sight. Very nice pronounced serrations in the front and the rear of the pistol. The safeties are in the standard places. We also do have a reverse beaver tail on here and the same style grips that I was just expressing on this other 1911 here. Very nice shoot. This one here is also chambered in 45. Performance is very, very nice. I have no complaints when it comes to Rock Islands and their 1911s. They feel good. The triggers are not the lightest, but they're quite comfortable for, I would say for that 45 round. They're not very hairpin. So you actually feeling out that, that trigger, that pull before you get that actual shot. For me, it makes it a lot more comfortable, because if the trigger is too soft with a round like that, in my opinion, it's not comfortable. So this is the Rock Island FS Tac, chambered in 45. All right, so we have us another Rock Island. This one has the magazine. Magazine is empty. This one is a double stack. Pistol is clear. Slide is nice and smooth. This one is the Rock Island Rock Island 1911. I get a little 1911 A2 FS Tac. Yes. All right, that is how she looks with the magazine in her. We have a fluorescent front sight. We do have an adjustable rear sight with pronounced serrations in the front and the rear of the slide with your pick space as well. The trigger on here is nice and light. This is chambered in 9mm. So the fact that the trigger is not as heavy, I can appreciate, because I enjoy that when it comes to that 1911 chambered or the 2011 chambered in 9mm. Now this one also has a reverse beaver tail, standard grip safety. The panels on here, I wish they were a little bit more pronounced as the other Tacs that I enjoy. But I guess they did something a little bit different because it is a double stack. So the grip is a lot more stouter. As you can see, we also have a flared magwell on here. So I guess they were just thinking about comfortability in the hand when you're actually holding this. But this actually feels very nice and it shoots very well as well. And this is the Rock Island A2FS Tac, chambered in 9mm. All right, moving right along. This one does not have a magazine. Now this one right here, some of you may know and some of you may not know. Magnum Research also makes 1911s, and this is the MR 1911C chambered in 9mm. Very nice shoot. Also, when it comes to that 1911 single stack, very, classic style 1911, they all want to feel the same in the hand. Going back to the grips that I was talking about on the Tisas and on the Rock Island, I can also feel the same, how can I say, it feels familiar in the hand, even with something at a higher quality or grade as Magnum Research. As you know, Magnum Research also makes Desert Eagles, so that is the type of quality that it is that I'm talking about. Now, we do have a blacked out front sight. We do have a blacked out rear sight. Very nice trigger on here. And just the coordination of the colors and just the look of this is so, so beautiful. Very, very nice. The Magnum Research MR 1911C, chambered in 9mm. All right, let's see if we can get these two stand up now. Hold on. Hold on, let me make an adjustment right quick. There you go. All right, so up next, we are gonna go in with our more, I guess, I'm not gonna say popular, but our more tactical style 2011. And what I am talking about is the Springfield Armory Prodigy 4 1/4. There she is. This is the DS double stack Prodigy. Very nice fluorescent front sight. You have the Dragonfly Hex red dot on here. The Surefire X300 is what we're running. Very, very nice shoot. This is chambered in 9mm. This is one of those firearms that I enjoy quite a bit. These also do run Staccato magazines. This is actually a Staccato magazine in here now. This pistol, the actual grip on here, and I repeat myself so much when I talk about it, is because I enjoy that silky sand feeling that the Prodigy has on the grip. And overall, this is a beautiful shoot. This is the Prodigy DS 4 1/4, chambered in 9mm. All right, this ain't gonna stand. I gotta take this magazine out. Put that right there. This gonna give me some problems. All right, please. That little okay. It looked like she's gliding, but she all right. She ain't going nowhere. All right, up next, we have us another Prodigy. Now, this is actually the Comp magazine is empty. This also has a Staccato magazine in it. Pistol is clear and that magazine is empty. This Prodigy right here is the Prodigy DS. This one actually has a 5-inch barrel with the Comp. You do have your pick space underneath. You have some nice elevated sights on here. Front, is this one? Looks like it might be a front night sight, blacked out rear sight. Same nice sandy grips on here. Very nice shoot. The weight with the Comp together works so well. I enjoy shooting this quite a bit as well. This also is optic ready. If you choose to run the red dot of your choice, you're more than welcome to. And this right here is definitely a nice shoot as well. The Springfield Prodigy 5-inch Comp. Take this magazine out as well because that's not going to stand. Switch these around. Okay, see, that looks better. I think the light is what got it a little crooked. All right, so up next, let's go into the bags. And here we do have us a little gray bag, and it is a Bull Armory bag. And in this Bull Armory bag, we do have us a very, very nice little pistol. Pistol is clear. And magazine is empty. What you are looking at here is the Bull Armory SAS Tac 2 Ultralight. Very, very nice shoot. This is chambered in 9mm. Although it is as compact as this is, you see how tiny this is? Look at my hand. Although this is as tiny as it is, the shoot on here is very, very nice and smooth. Recoil system is great. We do have a fluorescent front sight. We are running the Holosun 407K on here, and we also have a TLR TLR7A for the light that we're running. Double stack as well. Very standard 19, 20, 11 features on here. Your grip safety, your thumb safeties as well. But the serrations on the slide for this pistol is what I enjoy so much because they are so aggressive. And when I say aggressive, I mean by pronounced. When you touch them, you feel them, you know that they're there, and it does not take much to engage that slide. The slide is nice and smooth. So this is the Bull Armory SAS Tac 2 Ultralight chambered in 9mm. I'm probably gonna have to stretch this up a little bit too, huh? Maybe, maybe not. Yes, I do. This one's already done. Let me see if it'll do that. Okay, that's gonna have to work. All right, and up next, I told you I had a few. I don't have many, but I have a few. Up next, we have us a Staccato in a black bag. And this here is the Staccato CS. This is their, not the newest, but this is probably one of the newer models that Staccato released as far as their carry options go. Very, very similar to the rest of the Staccato line. The actual grips are that sandy, nice feel that I talk about when I talk about the Prodigies is what I get here. You have serrations front of the rear of the slide. You do have a, this is Dawson Precision front sight on here. You have a 1-rail pick space, and you do have you a nice, soft, crisp trigger in this pistol. This does not have a magazine. This was one that I had to get because I was trying to accomplish something, but I feel like I have better. Staccato, I do enjoy their pistols, but I just feel like I've had a better Staccato. This is the Staccato CS chambered in 9mm. Let's put this here since it's so small. All right, and up next, we have another gray bag. And in this gray bag, we have a Staccato Pistola. All right, and this here pistol is clear and it does not have a magazine. This is the Staccato C2. This was the introduction for me when it came to staccatos. This here is chambered in 9mm. Yes, I did carry this firearm for quite some time. I really, really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, and I'm gonna say unfortunately, and you're gonna probably be saying like, yo, why would you say unfortunately? Unfortunately, I was introduced to staccatos very, very early in my shooting journey. And I feel like it ruined it, or it created an expectation for me that I expected from everybody. Staccato is a great company. They make great firearms, but I kind of feel like I put myself in a position very early on to where I was expecting the the same thing from everybody, if you understand what I'm saying. So I carried this for quite some time, and then I started thinking like, do I want to lose it if I had to use it? So that is why I no longer carry this, as well as when you are in a much more in a I guess a heated situation to where you may have to draw your firearm. For me, the reason why I chose to stop carrying a 2011 was because it was just too many points of contact for the pistol when you actually engaged it if I had to. Now, this is for me. This is personal experiences for myself when it came to it. So I said, you know what, I just can't do it. It's just too much. And that's why I do not or no longer carry this. So if you want to see or more interested in, carries, we can talk about that at a later date. But this Staccato C2 is a very nice shoot as well. It is also equipped with a TLR 7A. We do have a loop-oiled Delta Point Pro on here, and she is chambered in 9mm. Put that there, like so. Okay, we got us another gray bag, and in this gray bag we have another Staccato. Okay, now this one here is a little different. I did have some splish splash on her. She is a very, very beautiful. I'm not gonna call it. I guess I can say it's brown because it is brown. This is the Staccato P chambered in 9mm. Same thing. Dawson Precision front sight. Everything 2011 on here. Grip safety. I would say that this is probably my least favorite Staccato. The Staccato P. She shoot goods either way it goes. It's a very good shoot, but if I had to choose one, it would definitely not be this one. The Staccato P chambered in 9mm. Am I making a mess, or can you still see? Is everybody still visual? All right. Okay. And up next, we have another gray bag. And in this gray bag, we have this does not have a magazine, and pistol is clear. This is the Staccato XL chambered in 9mm. That is her. Dawson Precision front sight. We do have some nice serrations in the front and the rear of the slide. Safety, adjustable rear sight. Everything is the same. 2011, 1911 functions, grip safety. Now the trigger on here is an absolute delight. We do have a 1-rail pick space underneath. And if I had to say I had a favorite 2011, it would be this one right here. And based on what it is that I have, it would be this one right here, the Staccato XL chambered in 9mm. I'm trying to keep everything to where it's looking good. And last but not least, we have another gray bag. And in this gray bag, we do have a magazine in the pistol. Magazine is empty, and this, and this firearm is clear. And what you are looking at here is the Staccato XC. Although this Staccato XC 2011 is the top dog in the Staccato line, I feel like it falls a little short falls short to the XL, because the XL for me performs not way better, but better than the XC. Although this is still a beautiful shoot. Very, very light trigger. This is comped. This is also chambered in 9mm, and she feels good, she looks good, and she performs just as well. Everything on here is just super light, very comfortable. I enjoy the double stack 1911, 2011 grips and the feel in the hand. The extra weight from the double stack kind of balances out for me versus the single stack 1911s. So I can appreciate that when it comes to those double stack pistols, and it don't fall no short or no different from these right here. So this one here is the Staccato XC chambered in 9mm. There you go. Do I need to run through them one more time? Maybe not, because everything is very set up. It's visual. Listen, what did y'all think? What did y'all see? How did y'all feel? Bring me into y'all world. Y'all 1911ers, 2011ers, bring me in y'all world. Let me know, drop into the comments one that I should either consider, look into, get a little bit more information on, or something that it is that you want to see on the channel. Drop that in the comments. Remember, I am self-sponsored, so everything that you see, I have to look for it myself and bring that to the channel for you guys. So please be patient. If you don't see something that you've actually asked for or you're looking for, trust me, I have a list. I have a huge list, and I am doing my best to get those here to the channel. But listen, the way that you can support the channel is by visiting www.yokegang.com. Pick up a t-shirt, pick up a patch, support the channel. But mostly, thank you so much for supporting the channel just by watching this video. And y'all know I love me some nice firearms, and everything on this table is super sexy. But I love y'all for life. Peace.